Hello, Based here, and this video is going to be different. Way more effort got put into this video, so please like and subscribe. It's going to mean a lot to me. And I'm hoping to do way more videos with the same style as this one in the future. So please let me know in the comments if you actually like this sort of style. So if you can recognize the tank on screen right now, you're absolutely motherfucking based and you're a legend. What this is a K2 Black Panther. It is a South Korean MBT which has been exported to Poland, and because of this I have a little bit of a bias for it, and I would absolutely do things I cannot speak on YouTube to this. Anyway, so let's talk about some design specifications for this, and also a little bit of development history. So around the 90s, South Korea was like, hey guys, the K1A1, it's becoming obsolete, so we're gonna need something new. We're gonna have to also make something that's gonna be domestically produced, domestically designed, and all that. And also, let's hope to export it a bit. Sure, why not? And that was what they did. And the South Korean geniuses ended up making the best fighting machine that there is in modern day. However, it's also the most expensive armored fighting vehicle in the world currently. So, a little bit of design specs about it. Its mass is 56 tons. It has a length of 10.8 meters, but the chassis itself is 7.5. It has a width of 3.6 meters, a height of 2.4. However, it can be lowered to 2 meters because of its hydropneumatic suspension. It has a crew of 3, a commander, gunner, and driver, thanks to its autoloader, which I believe is exactly the same as in the Leclerc, which is the best style autoloader out there because it doesn't have the same survivability issue as Russian and Chinese style MBTs with the turret pops. So that is a massive advantage. It allows you to have an autoloader and also have the amazing survivability thanks to blowout panels for the ammo rack. If you're using a different style autoloader, your designers are retarded. So there you go. When it comes to the armor, from what I've been able to get, it's completely immune to 105mm APFSDS and HEATFS from the front. Not sure much about the sides. I believe autocannons can go through it, except the PL version, because the K2 PL has add-on composite armor and also a bit of ERA on the roof. It helps a lot with survivability, and it also has a hard kill APS system. So, main armament, it's basically a Hyundai production version of the German Rheinmetall 120 L55, which is currently the best anti-tank gun in mass production. The ammo it uses also is able to penetrate 700mm of rolled homogeneous armor at a distance of 2 kilometers. Its secondary armament is a commander-operated manually 50 cal on the roof, which you can see in the videos. It's kind of sad that, like, hey, it's so expensive and all that, but you couldn't afford to put a remotely operated 50 cal on the roof. It's just, why? Okay, it also has a 7.62x51 NATO coaxial machine gun, so that's nice. When it comes to the engine, so the first batch, the Lot 1, uses a German engine. It's the MTU Friedrichshafen MT883KA501 short stroke 12-cylinder water-cooled diesel with 1,500 horsepower. However, the Lot 2 and the Lot 3 uses a Hyundai Infracore DV27K 4 long-stroke 12-cylinder water-cooled diesel with also 1,500 horsepower. Its power-to-weight ratio is 27.3 horsepower per ton. This is very, very good. When it comes to the transmission, the Lot 1 and the Lot 2 use a I believe it's a German transmission, because a lot of parts in it weren't produced domestically, and like, you know, with each batch they make, they change in a few parts to make it more and more South Korean. So the Lot 1 and the Lot 2 had a transmission which had 5 forward gears and 5 reverse gears, with a dry weight of 2,450 kilograms. The Lot 3 S&T Dynamics has 6 forward gears and 3 reverse gears, and it's in development. Dry weight is 2.5 tons. Its suspension is a semi-active in-arm suspension unit, ISU for short, with a dynamic track tension system. So basically you can lower the tank and do all the things. Everyone's seen what the STRV 103 can do with its suspension. Imagine that, but also to the sides. You can basically have a carousel of a tank. When it comes to its fuel capacity, it can have an operational range of 450 kilometers, because its fuel tank can have 1,296 liters of fuel, which is very freaking good, not gonna lie. Maximum speed on a paved road is 70 kilometers per hour or 43 miles per hour. Its cross-country performance is 50 kilometers per hour or 31 miles per hour. Acceleration from 0 to 32 kilometers per hour is 7.5 seconds, which for a modern MBT, this is pretty good. So now that we've got the nerdy parts out of the video, let's get to some politics. So the reason why Poland chose this to be its MBT and to have it produced domestically rather than something like an Abrams or a Challenger or a Leopard, Poland was like, hey, we need to be able to produce this domestically, and we want to produce every single part of it. And, you know, everyone was like, we're kind of secretive about how we make things. And he didn't let Poland, and South Koreans were the only people who let the Poles have a full technology transfer and give them all the designs for it and, you know, all the paperwork for it. And they were like, oh, damn, that's pretty cool and pretty base, not gonna lie. So Poland started producing the K2, and then they were like, okay, how about some extra composite armor? How about a hard kill APS system? How about better ergonomics for Polish crews, because the average Polish crew member is just slightly taller than the average South Korean crew member. And a few design changes were made to it, and it's still loved. So another cool thing that it can do is it can have a snorkel like the Leopard 1, and it can cross rivers and lakes which are 3 meters and no deeper, I believe. The K2 is also built with mobility, optics and firepower in mind. Thanks to this, it can achieve the best tank versus tank combat performance, because if you see them first and you also are there first and you shoot them first, you are 80% chance more likely to win the engagement. And this is why that's my favorite tank in the world, and I prefer this over anything.
Slava Ukraini.